It is extremely hard to go back to Jasper. Just seeing the city limits of Jasper, Texas, the trees caving in, and seeing a long, rugged road would just bring back the memories.
One of the worst hate crimes this nation has ever seen. Byrd was kidnapped and then tied behind a pickup truck and dragged for nearly 3 miles in the East Texas city of Jasper, all because he was black.
Here, a member of the Ku Klux Klan adjusts his hood during a rally Saturday, June 27th, 1998 in Jasper, Texas. The KKK held a rally to denounce the dragging death of James Byrd Jr.
We learned that there was a great deal of prejudice in our community that we kind of swept under the rug.
These photos show the truck used in this crime, the chain, the road, and where Mr. Byrd's decapitated head was found.
A black boy found the body on his way to church, and he called the sheriff's department because it was outside of the city limits.
The sheriff immediately called the FBI in for backup, but it didn't take long for the news to spread through town.
He took the ministers out there and showed us, and we saw where the teeth were and where the baseball cap was and where the arm and the head were, and it was horrible. He wanted us to know as much as he knew.
The 3 suspects in the slaying of James Byrd Jr. are shown here. From left, Lawrence Russell Brewer, 31, of Sulphur Springs, Texas. Sean Berry, 24, of Jasper. And John William King, 24, of Jasper. Brewer was executed by lethal injection at the state penitentiary in Huntsville, Texas on September 21st, 2011. Berry was sentenced to life imprisonment and will be eligible for parole in 2038. King was executed on April 24th, 2019. King was the first white man in Texas to be convicted of a murder of a black man. James Byrd Sr., father of James Byrd Jr., kneels in prayer during Sunday services at the Greater New Bethel Baptist Church the day following his son's funeral, Sunday, June 14, 1998, in Jasper. On Wednesday, October 22, 2009, President Barack Obama signed a bill that Congress passed into law known as the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act. This hate crimes measure was named for James Byrd Jr. and for Matthew Shepard, a gay Wyoming teenager who died after being kidnapped and severely beaten in October 1998, the same year James Byrd Jr. was murdered.